everyone, it's Tara here with Create Life Paper Words, and I am sharing week 8 with you. This is from my weekly Project Life family album, and so I decided to go with lots of pictures this week and lots of white space. I had a question on my last process video as to how I do my photos, and what I do is I use my phone. So I have a iPhone 7 Plus. The reason I use my iPhone is because I always have it with me. I did at one point have a DSLR. I found though that I used it very rarely, and it also sadly had an accident a few years ago. Since then, I definitely did, look at, do I want to go with another DSLR or do I want to just use my phone? And I'm fairly happy with how my photos turn out. I also like my editing options on my phone as well. I also didn't think that I would use my DSLR as much, mainly because it's fairly bulky, and so for me to carry it around with all the other stuff that I carry around with the kids, I just sort of felt like it probably wouldn't get used like I'd want it to. So from there, I take my photos and I decide which ones I want to use in my week. And I actually stick those into a separate album right on my photos. And then I go into a color story and I will do some editing there. Or I'll go into Lightseed, I believe it's called, and do some editing there. Then when I'm happy with how my pictures look, I move everything into Letter Glow, and that's where I add my borders. And from there, I pull any 3x4s that I want printed into the Project Life app, and so that I can make 2 3x4s on one 4x6. So it can be a bit of an involved process. And I tend to do that on Saturdays or Sundays when I know that I've got some time, and especially if I know I'm going to be picking my pictures up in the next few days. But it seems to be working for me, and I've been really happy lately with how my photos have been looking with my style, I guess, with Project Life. So I decided to use up my newest Felicity Jane kit, which was the London kit. It had lots of really beautiful flower prints in it, as well as some greens. So I decided not to use the greens in this spread, but to go more to the soft reds, pinks tones, and I'm happy with how it looks. I also really only had spots for 2 filler cards, so you can probably see there's a pink one and then that beautiful flower one. I absolutely love that flower one. It's so gorgeous. I would have loved to see a whole page in just that flower print instead of the small 3x4 cut apart card that came with it. It also came with these really nice labels, and they are just on a really great cardstock, so I think I've used almost all of those ones up, and yeah, just absolutely love them. A really big fan of the Felicity Jane kits lately. They've been really nice to work with. So just sort of bringing in as many little embellishments as I can. I don't want anything to feel overwhelming, and I do want to do a little bit of writing on as many things as I can get. Some things don't really need any explanation or any writing on them, and some of them, I just want to put a couple lines about how Emmy was really excited to try on the red nose that my dad brought when he came to visit us. Those kinds of things are always really cute to look back on, and I'm really glad I have those kinds of things documented. This one I'm working on of Emmy, she found my lip gloss and was putting it on, and she was just so proud of herself with all that lip gloss she got on there. So I definitely wanted to take a picture of that, and that really is her right now. She is just this cute little chub of a little girl with so much personality, and yeah, she's just absolutely adorable. So there are always lots of pictures of her, but in my defense, she's adorable, and I spend the most time with her, just because the other ones are in some form of school right now. So also working on this picture in the bottom left corner, it was of my daughter and son. He was letting her watch on the iPad with him, and he just had his arm around her and she just snuggled right in. It was so cute. And I just love seeing how much he loves her and loves being around her. And he has so much patience for her. It's really nice to see. So for that one, I used just a little label, and I think all I wrote on it was "These two are besties," and then I attached a flare to it. And I'm just trying to leave everything simple, and just really letting the photos tell the stories that I want them to right now. Again, just minimal embellishments where I can. On these chipboard letters, which I love, they're a white with a black outline. They're really, really nice. They had little dots, I think maybe for like the eyes or periods or something, and I just thought it'd be fun to use them as enamel dots, and so I just did them in a sort of a triangle shape around that picture of my daughter in the sort of the middle left top area, I guess. And yeah, just adding a little tiny bit. This thing, it came together so quickly for me this week. It was really nice. And I love how it works. Love how it looks. So if you have any questions or comments, I would absolutely love to hear them. Thank you so much for joining me in this weekly project life of week 8. And I'm so excited that I was able to get another one done and a video up for you guys. So thanks for watching. Bye.